Callin, just in the offseason, what kind of motivated this team? What kind of things did you talk about as far as what you wanted this team to be and do?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just losing first game in March, like, that stings, and like some of us have had the experience of winning games in March and in the NCAA tournament, and so just understanding we want more of that, and we have bigger goals ahead of ourselves, and so just understanding that our expectation is to win multiple games in March and just wanting to get after it right away, right after that plane ride home.
You guys added 3 transfer guards and a freshman guard. It's competition, but at the same time, it's depth. How have you seen those players sort of get going?
Yeah, they've been great additions for us. I just think on both sides of the ball, I'm really liking our ability to get in passing lanes, play aggressive defense, and that ultimately just translates to our pace on offense. And so it's really been fun to see, specifically those new pieces in the guards, just being able to compete with them in practice, but just seeing how they fit into our system and our team.
What are some things you guys did in the offseason to try to gel off the court?
I think we've become really close this year, just even going to lunch and dinner and stuff like that at the training table together, but just asking people to hang out whenever we're open, watching the volleyball games together at someone's house or stuff like that. I think we've just found a lot of little ways to just hang out with each other outside of practice and build that chemistry off the court.
Britt, what's your comfort level now versus, say, a year ago at this time?
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot more comfortable, knowing the system, knowing the girls better. It is an adjustment to get used to the new girls, but it's been going well. I think I'm more comfortable with my leadership too. So, yeah, it's been good.
Amy was talking about your one-on-one with Melissa, the grad assistant. How has she pushed you? What does that look like?
It's been good. She's like a pro, so it's cool to be able to play against someone like that and just learn from a lot of great coaches. I love being pushed, so it's cool to be able to have that opportunity.
How has she pushed you?
I just like being able to play one-on-ones like he said. I don't know. I think one-on-one is pretty beneficial, just being able to keep the ball in front of you and got to go score. Sometimes, shot clock's running down low. You got to be able to do that sometimes, so it helps with that too.
Were you familiar with her at all before you got here?
I have heard of her. I know she used to work out with like the same trainer that I do in Omaha, so we kind of had that connection, and just she's from Nebraska, so yeah, really respect her, and she's awesome.
What would it mean to this team if Natalie can come back and be the player that she was, or better than that?
Yeah, absolutely. We're just super excited for Nat to make a return to our team, and just being able to celebrate the process with her, like the little wins every single day, has been really encouraging, and so we're excited for that day to come.
Britt, what areas do you hope to improve on in your sophomore year?
I think just taking my leadership to the next step, being able to be a vocal leader for the team, and improving my game as well, everything like that.
I don't think there's probably too many circumstances in your career before last year where you weren't the best player on the court. So last year in the Big Ten, a lot of players. What was the most eye-opening game or experience you had last year where you're like, this is the game?
I'd say a rough point for us last year was kind of that trip to LA where we got beat by quite a bit by UCLA and USC, and we definitely bounced back from that and learned from that as a team, and I think it showed the next time that we played UCLA in the Big Ten tournament that just like we can play with them, and so I think just like having more belief in ourselves that like we can do that, we can stick with the top teams. So
you get those teams here this year. How much are you looking forward to that? I know USC will too, but everybody else will be on those courts. How much are you looking forward to playing those teams again?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing every team in the Big Ten. It's a really tough league and super exciting. So yeah, I'm excited.
Callin, Amy talked about the leadership that you stepped into this year. What did Alexis teach you about leadership during the time that she was here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was very evident Lex was a vocal leader for our team, and that was just kind of her superpower. And so being able to bring that vocalness like to our team is important, but understanding I'm not the same leader as Lex, and like we all lead in our own ways. And so just understanding how I lead best and how I can be consistent for this team has just been an awesome opportunity.
Maybe for both of you, obviously it's really early on now, a lot of new faces, some gone. What excites you about the potential of this team for this season?
Yeah, I just think we look different, and I think it's just been fun to see how 5 new pieces can fit into our system and into our culture, but also understanding we have such a fun and good core that comes back. And so just being able to build on that success of last year, and like I kind of mentioned before, like we got a taste of what it's like to play in March, and now like giving people like, let's go win in March, and like let's make that the standard, and like let's host games at PBA, and let's have some fun with that. And so super excited about what this team can do starting this month.
Callin, is it crazy to think you're a senior?
Very crazy. 4 years flies by. I think when they tell you and like the days are long, the years are short. Now sitting here, it's like amen to that. So exciting. I always say I'm living an answered prayer. So it's been awesome.
Is it possible your defense could be a little bit more aggressive this year with more guards and more depth there? Is that part of what is exciting about what you guys can do?
Yeah, I think that's been a huge focus for our team. Just being comfortable making those mistakes in practice, whether that's getting in the passing lanes, being in the right position and help, and just understanding if we can take those risks during practice and get comfortable with those rotations and what that looks like, understanding and building that trust when kind of the lights are off, when they're on. We're excited to see what our defense can do.
How have you tried to approach each day, not just the games, but these moments in practice and trying to bring that leadership that you talked about to the court each time?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like Callin said, like it's crazy that I'm already a sophomore. I mean, it seems like, yeah, I don't know, just time goes by fast, and you gotta take every moment, just take it in, and I'm making sure to like get in the gym extra every day and do that work for my teammates, you know, so that we can do better in the long run.
Anything else for Callin, Britt? Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.